Hey, y'all. Hey, it's Tracy time. It is a super Saturday. It's early in the morning, and I just finished my prayer and meditation and am having a cup of ambition. I don't know what you guys get in the morning, but this morning I needed a little cup of ambition. I got a little cup of coffee this morning to get started. A lot of times I have something else that's more natural with the apple cider vinegar and stuff. But anyway, I'm not coming to you about that. I wanted to talk to you this morning because I had an opportunity to look back at my timeline on Facebook. And a lot of times it's wonderful. People have their own opinions about Facebook, and that's fine. I just wanted to share today this moment. My talk is really about my time with you, is about one of the things that came up on my memories. You know how you go back and it captures memories, which is really one of the cool things about that social media platform, that it captures things that you've posted over the course of the years on that day. And last year on this day on Facebook, I posted in succession that there were two people, Kate Spade and Anthony Bourdain, who had committed suicide. And some of you know that I am one of the founders of a group called Memphis Sister Friends Red Table Talk, where we get together. And one of the first conversations, we get together quarterly, and one of the first conversations we had was about mental health. And so I wanted to just touch base to put a face to that, and to be in support of people acknowledging, creating, expanding awareness, and then treatment and care for people that suffer from mental health. I am not, y'all know, let me pre-qualify. I am not perfect, number one. I am not a qualified specialist. I am not a clinical psychologist. I don't have a doctorate in anything. I just am speaking to you now from my heart and from my own personal experience, that there is a lot of stigma associated with mental health. There's a lot of misconception. There's a lot of spiritual connection and conviction that some communities feel as it relates to mental health. But I wanted to just share, and all those things, whatever you feel about it is how you feel, and I affirm that. I just like for you to also consider that there is a possibility for other people to feel differently, and to also remove some of the stigmas associated with mental health, and for in that and doing that, there can be some healing and some help for those who suffer. And so I am coming to you in this Tracy time to share. There was a period in my life, I thank God, I am naturally a happy person. I am grateful beyond measure that I have a pretty sunny disposition genetically. If you've ever met any of my siblings, we all kind of possess that. It's just a gift. And so I'm grateful for that. But there was a period in my time where the depression did affect me. And it was a very dark time. It was difficult. There were times that I didn't even want to get out of the bed. And I couldn't really understand what was going on. I was tired. I felt helpless and hopeless. And thankfully, some people in my family identified that and said, Tracy, you need to, I think you're depressed. You need to go and talk to somebody and get some help. And so I did. And I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful that my family and friends could identify it, and that I had unabashed hope in what they said and believed in getting help. And so in the communities that we live in, our separated subcultures and demographics, we have certain stigmas associated with mental health. And In many cases, it comes from not really having full awareness of what the mental health spectrum is in terms of what the specific diagnosis is, and then what treatments are available or what help and resources are available. So I just wanted to take 1 second to acknowledge that yes, I am genetically predisposed as a happy camper. But there was a time in my life where I was, too, like so many others, affected by depression. And one of the things that resonated with me and that I wanted to share, I'm going to read this so I won't look at you for a second, was what I posted from this site called aquietstrongvoice.com. The depression is not a weakness of character, and people suffering cannot just snap out of it. It is very real. 350 million people across the world suffer with depression. They may feel isolated, withdrawn, helpless, worthless, alone, rejected. They may cry for no reason. They experience overwhelming sadness and sometimes experience lack of emotion towards others and themselves. You can help. Be kind, be compassionate, helpful, understanding, supportive, encouraging, and ask, how can I help? Most importantly, be there. They need your support and love. That was what I needed. And I can tell you that one of the things that in my research for our Red Table Talk that we had earlier this year, that we talked about, I went to a website called sigma.org. And so you can do the National Association of Mental illness.com, NAMI.com, or research how you can find out more information. But this is just a Tracy talk to encourage you to know, A, you're not alone. That's number one. You're not alone. And to also know that there are resources and support available. And then for those of you that have family members or friends that suffer from anything that you think may be off, because then sometimes there's just a moment where they need help and other times where they need professional counseling and medication in addition to long-term support and therapy. And all of that is a gift. And so I hope that this helps just to shine the light. And May was Mental Health Awareness Month, and I didn't capture that on this because naturally, if you know, I just really started doing my Tracy times. But seeing that last year, that not one but two people who were public figures who people think, oh my gosh, what could be wrong with them? They're rich, they have this, they've done that, and I just don't understand it. And then recently someone made a comment in my presence about the reasons why they thought Kate Spade had committed suicide, and I was discouraged when I heard it and disappointed and disturbed, to tell you the truth. So I just wanted you to know, and this video is a little bit longer than most because I wanted to share the importance of mental health awareness, mental health support, and that mental health needs to have the stigmas removed. If anyone else was sick from any other thing other than their heart and brain hurting, we'd get them help, right? So identify it, acknowledge it, and just heal from it and heal through it. It's a process. It's just like having any other illness that you would get treated and diagnosed and that you would process with it and try to be as healthy as you possibly can. So that is my Tracy time for today. I hope that you are going to enjoy your day. I hope that if you are in a position where you can be a blessing to someone, please do. And then you know what? Like my page, subscribe to my YouTube page, please. Tell anybody that you know that can benefit from my Tracy Time talks. And please select the little notification button and share. And then last but not least, what y'all think? Yes, I have a little travel pillow on. I'm sitting down to support my neck. That's another conversation. I have arthritis in my neck, but that's okay. So what y'all think? Tell me, what are your thoughts about mental health illness? What are your experiences about it? Let's talk about this thing. Let's remove the stigma. All righty. Have a great day until I talk to you guys next time.